Have you ever wondered why one person can completely take over your mind? Why you replay every conversation, analyze every smile, and wait anxiously for a message that may never come? It feels like love. It feels magical. It even feels like destiny. But what if your mind is telling a story that reality hasn't confirmed? Welcome back to the Echo of the Soul. Before we go deeper, subscribe and leave a like if you're fascinated by psychology, hidden emotions, and the mysteries of the human mind. Every video helps this message reach someone who may need it today. Let's begin. There's a psychological experience that millions of people go through without realizing it has a name. It's called limerence. Unlike a normal crush, limerence is an intense emotional fixation. Your happiness begins to depend on another person's attention. A single message can brighten your entire day, while silence can leave you anxious and emotionally drained. What's remarkable is that limerence often begins before you truly know the other person. After only a few conversations or brief interactions, your imagination starts filling in the gaps. You create an idealized version of them, imagining future conversations, relationships, and a life together. Without realizing it, you stop falling for the real person and start falling for the story you've created. That's why limerence feels so convincing. Every smile seems meaningful. Every text feels like a hidden message. Every delay becomes something to overanalyze. The uncertainty keeps your mind trapped in an endless cycle of hope and doubt. Ironically, uncertainty is what makes limerence stronger. Clear rejection allows your mind to move on. Clear commitment removes the mystery. But mixed signals keep your imagination alive. You begin asking yourself endless questions. What do they really mean? Do they secretly like me? Am I overthinking? Little by little, hope becomes stronger than evidence. This is one of the biggest differences between limerence and love. Limerence feeds on uncertainty. Love grows through understanding. Scientists believe limerence is linked to dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. Every unexpected message creates a burst of excitement, making attention feel emotionally addictive. Over time, your mood becomes controlled by someone else's behavior. That's a dangerous place to be. Healthy love doesn't make your self-worth depend on another person's approval. It creates trust, honesty, and emotional safety instead of constant anxiety. So ask yourself one important question. Are you in love with a real person, or with the version your imagination has created? Can limerence become love? Sometimes, but only when fantasy gives way to reality. Real love accepts imperfections instead of imagining perfection. It isn't built on emotional highs. It's built on consistency, respect, communication, and trust. Unfortunately, modern culture often confuses obsession with romance. Movies celebrate dramatic relationships. Songs glorify heartbreak. Social media rewards emotional intensity. We start believing that love should always feel overwhelming. But healthy love is often calm. It doesn't leave you constantly guessing. It gives you peace instead of confusion. If your emotional state depends entirely on another person's attention, you're experiencing emotional dependence, not emotional freedom. Your feelings are real. The excitement is real. The disappointment is real. But the image you've created may not reflect who that person truly is. Recognizing that difference is the beginning of healing. Almost anyone can experience limerence. It doesn't mean you're weak. It simply means your brain naturally searches for connection and fills uncertainty with hope. So how do you break the cycle? First, become aware of your thoughts without automatically believing them. Ask yourself, do I truly know this person? Or do I mostly know the version I've imagined? Am I seeking love? Or simply seeking validation? Second, learn to accept uncertainty. Not every question has an answer. Not every connection is meant to become a relationship. Finally, return your focus to yourself. Build your own life. Pursue your goals. Learn new skills. Spend time with people who genuinely care about you. Create a life filled with purpose. Because obsession grows strongest where emptiness exists. When your own life becomes meaningful, fantasy slowly loses its power. And perhaps this is the most important lesson. Your worth has never depended on whether someone chooses you. You don't become more valuable because someone falls in love with you. And you don't become less valuable because they don't. Real love never asks you to lose yourself. It helps you become more fully yourself. If today's video gave you a new perspective, subscribe to the Echo of the Soul and join us as we continue exploring the hidden patterns of the human mind. Leave a comment below. Have you ever experienced limerence before you knew it had a name? Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and never stop listening to the echo of your own soul.